Get ready. October is the start of the Walleye Run. Joining me today is Jessica Bluette. How are you, Jessica? So glad
Great.
you're here.
Thank you.
Of course. We're delighted to have you. So what would you say the first thing a parent can do to introduce their kids to fishing?
Yeah, honestly, I would say get them into Cub Scouts.
Oh, love it.
Or into a troop. So.
Okay, yeah, so they can be around other kids who are learning as well. I love that.
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing a parent can do to really keep their children safe? Because you always think about safety and fishing or anything that your kids are doing. So how can you keep them safe?
Yeah, a great way to do that would be to make sure that the weather is good.
Okay.
So always watch out for the weather conditions before you go out. Make sure that you're with your child so that they don't, they're properly handling the fishing gear, their hooks, obviously.
Right.
Those are a couple things that I'd really recommend as a parent to do while safely fishing with your child.
Those are great tips. So how do you know there's so many ages with our children? You don't really know, and the different levels, of maturity. How do you know if your child is ready to start fishing?
Well, I have a great story. Actually, my daughter, actually two of my daughters, they're both 9 and 12 now. They started fishing about a year and a half ago when I joined Scouts myself as a professional.
Wow.
And they were able to come on as a Cub Scout and Scouts BSA Scout. And they loved the fact that we could go up to one of our camps at Cole Canoe Base, and we were able to go fishing for the first time in one of the ponds they have out there.
Wow.
And so my husband and I went up with a friend who was also a professional in scouting, and we were able to show them how to do catch and release. So we caught the fish and showed them how to take the worm and put it on the hook, and then take the fish off the hook, and just guided them through the process, because I grew up going to my grandparents' farm every other weekend, and we went fishing in a stocked pond. So that was a nice thing to start with.
How did they do with the bait, those little worms? They kind of get me, those little
They were
things.
my older daughter didn't like it, my younger daughter dove right in. So it depends on the kids. So
and you kind of get used to it, after a while. I'm sure they're so much better. I guess I can do it now. I can put the little worm on it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
what are the Scouts doing to really encourage this love for fishing? There's a little guy there. Look at them. They're having a good time.
One awesome thing we're doing this year is that for our brand new Scouts, we're giving every brand new Scout a fishing pole. So make sure if you go to beascout.org that you're able to sign your child up for scouting in your area. And you're able to type in your zip code at beascout.org and find a local pack or troop for your kid to join, and they get a free fishing pole. So that's a great way that we're able to bring them back to the lakes and the rivers and enjoy fishing in Michigan.
And there are so many things that you all are doing as Scouts too. There's so many activities.
Yes, we have constant activities. If you go to michiganscouting.org, you're able to see all of our activities we have listed, and throughout the year, even in the winter months, we're outdoors and enjoying the nature and able to take in some fresh air.
Yeah, and it's such a great family activity, fishing. You can just relax, get some time to talk with your kids, too, that you may not usually do during the week. Anything else you'd like to tell them about scouting? If someone's a little apprehensive about becoming a Scout, what would you say?
Have an open mind. It's great because it's open to both boys and girls now. And so we're taking all Scouts of all ages, and it's a great opportunity, even if you don't have an outdoors mind that you've had growing up. Make sure that you get your kid out there to just try it. It's not for everyone, but it's for a lot of kids, and it's a great program to instill in our children, get them away from their screens, get them in the outdoors with great leadership and mentors.
And meeting so many other kids. I love it. Thank you so much. Happy fishing and happy scouting.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see on our show, you can send them to us at 4 p.m. news at WNEM.com. Use the subject